Hi there, Henry Smith here from IamWealthyandRich.com. We'll talk about how to understand the game of money and play it well. Welcome to today's video regarding the cryptocurrency portfolio update, something I've been doing for just over a year now. And before I continue, make sure you also subscribe to the subscribe channel notification and all that stuff down below. And also make sure you stay to the end of this channel, this video, because after the update, I always talk about something of interest. And before I continue, I'm going to do the disclaimer. Yeah, I'm not a financial planner. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a whatever. So, and also make sure you don't invest more money than you can afford to lose, because investing can be risky. So I think I've said everything. So this is not financial advice. So with that, I'm going to share my screen and go straight to the update. Right, so this is the sheet I've been updating, and the three main columns: altcoin, Bitcoin, and totals. And we're on the 16th. So let's see where we are today. Get the figures here from this page here. This particular portfolio I'm talking about here consists of one whole Bitcoin and a selection of specially selected altcoins. That's the total column. And this is the US dollar total, this is the British pound total, same portfolio. And this is the percentage split. So I want this figure here, 139,468.47. 139,468.47. So the time in the UK is this, 139,468.47. I think. Is that correct? Yeah, and then the top figure, 183,196.79. 196.89. Right. 79. 79. Okay, let's bring that down here. What have we got? Minus, so this is down, altcoins are down 475. We're going to color that red. And let's see the totals. Totals are down, and Bitcoin is down. So Bitcoin is down 512, that goes red. Total portfolio is down $988, that goes red. So for the red day today, we had 2 days of going up. And now we're going down a bit. And as you can see, that's just part and parcel of the whole journey. It's a journey. And as you can see, we've got ups and downs, the reds and the rights. You know, sometimes we go down for several days in a row, you know, and then sometimes we've had times when we've gone up several days in a row. Find them, where those times. We had some great times, you know, and so on and so forth. So it's all part of the journey. We're still ahead of when we started. If you want to see the very first video that was recorded, it should be in the description. Yeah, that's the way things are today, and that's that's great. It's all part and parcel of the journey. So on to what I want to talk about today. So what I want to talk about, I want to talk about Bitcoin, you know, and the way that it's been adopted, and you know, things are looking really good for the future. There's a gradual, slow growth. This doesn't look like, and everybody wants it to go to the top next Tuesday, but it's not going to happen next Tuesday. It's going to take time, and when you look, it's going to take several years for this to play out. But when you look back, it would seem as if it happened really quick. Just like, you know, the journey it took to reach 20,000. We look back at 2017 and think, you know, that happened really quick. That was excruciatingly slow for those who were in it and waiting for it and tracking it every day, day by day. It was excruciatingly, painfully slow. And so is this excruciatingly, painfully slow for some people. But it's just, you know, you're going to look back at this and think that time went quick, you know. I want to talk about, now I've probably shared this before, but just to remind you, you know, the institutional investors are starting to replace gold with Bitcoin. So they're getting in on the act. People are beginning to realize that Bitcoin is a valuable, viable store of value. Okay, so this is old news really, but I just want to bring that to attention again. It's still happening, and it continues to happen. And Even one, famous investor, Mr. Buffett himself, has, invested 1 billion in Bitcoin-friendly bank. He dumps Visa and MasterCard stocks. This is a guy that was anti-Bitcoin a long time ago, and now he's investing in banks that are dealing with that technology because he understands it's the future, and he holds for a long time. He's not interested in what Bitcoin is going to be next Tuesday or next Wednesday. It's irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. I like this. Oh, not this. This actually. This is interesting. A massive whale. We refer to them as whales. Those are people who have thousands of Bitcoins. They're called whales. Some whale we don't know abruptly moves almost 2 billion Bitcoin for just less than $4, in transaction fees. This is incredible. Number one, the amount, $2 billion moved, because these things will be tracked on Block Explorer, etc. But you don't know who the person is. But the amazing thing is, you understand, this is, like I said, Bitcoin, the cryptocurrency world, the DeFi space, Bitcoin. This is the future of finance, the future of money and the future of finance. And try doing that through the banks. You know how many red flags will come up? And do you think it will cost you $4? Less than $4? It's impossible. And you can't even, it would take so long, it would be so agonizing through the banks, through traditional systems, shall I just say, asking questions and filling reports and filling this form, right? And yet it was done just like that in Bitcoin, $2 billion, almost, for less than $4. That's just the incredible efficiency of this new system. And sooner or later, more institutional investors and someone will be jumping on the wagon, and other big investors as well, apart from Warren Buffett. I like this chart here. It shows public companies that own Bitcoin. On top we've got MicroStrategy with a clear leader here with over 125,000 Bitcoin, over $5.4 billion of Bitcoin. Tesla has got $1.8 billion of Bitcoin, 42,902. Galaxy Holdings, 716 million worth of Bitcoin. Voyager with $5.5 billion here. Marathon Digital, 355 million. Square, which is a Black Jack Dorsey's company on Twitter, 350 million. That's what his company has. This is not their personal holdings. Obviously, their personal would also be, that's separate. This is just the public companies that own Bitcoin. So a lot of companies are owning Bitcoin, not just. So when we say, institutional investors, and lots of companies also starting to hold it on their balance sheets. Okay, countries as well, and this is not exhaustive. There are other many other countries that have Bitcoin as well that are holding it as part of their treasuries. Private companies that own Bitcoin, and so on and so forth. This is a very interesting read. You can have a look at some of these private companies, but it's huge. Public companies basically own over $11 billion worth of Bitcoin. And this probably needs updating, but I'm sure it's a little bit more than that. Private companies, $7 billion. But between the ETFs, the countries, the countries have 11 billion. The companies, private companies, it's about $66 billion. It's only 7% of the total supply. It's nothing really, but it's growing. It's not nothing, it's something, definitely something. But just understand this, people are beginning to take notice and they're taking action, and of what's happening in the future, and they're invested. So if you're not, you need to have a sensible plan to make sure, number one, you're invested, number two, you're investing correctly. And talking about sensible plan, when we visit our website here, IamWealthyandRich.com, how to understand the game of money and play it well. You scroll down to this little form here, get your millionaire mindset and investment strategy free. Fill it in, I'll send it to you straight away. Watch all the videos and apply what you learn. Mostly put it into action. Okay, so with that, I want to thank you very much for listening, watching this video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the notification button, and share it as well. And until we see you in the next video, have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Bye.